Hey guys, how are you? Mko salama? Good morning everybody, good evening wenye mnaelekea kulala kama watu wa China, and good afternoon to all the East African people. Oh my God, I'm heading to work and we have a little traffic here, and I'm trying to get to my working location on time, which is slightly hard.
In 7.9 miles, take exit 228B onto US 56 and US 69.
And let me know if you can hear me, because I didn't plug in my speakers, my microphone. So how are you? How have you been? Let's talk about green cards. Hey! Na si watu mmeniingilia niongee mambo ya green card. Niko hapa. Call your cousins. Tell them I'm here. Ooh, Jesus. I've been a little bit busy. I have not been able to research about the new updates about green cards. And unajua mambo ya green card si kuongea.
Crash reported ahead on I-35 north in a quarter mile. You're still on the fastest route.
You have to keep close to the updates so that I can tell you the right things. But I have seen people asking me, do I need, they are saying we do not need passports. Do you think this is true? I'm like, yeah, you do not need passport for 2024 green cards, but you will need passport to travel, okay? So wale wanasemaga sina pesa ya kuchukua passport ndio sija apply green card, please go apply green card this October. I'm gonna be back with the date. Please go try your luck there. For me it's a blessing to win the lottery, but kuna wengine they believe in luck. I believe in it. So I believe in blessings, okay? So yeah, I've been a bit busy, but I know you do not, for sure you do not need the passport, because they said it will not be applicable because of technicalities. But that is what they said when I was reading through the update. And also, those of you or those who heard you do not also need a host, that could be the biggest lie, because you might not need a host to show the embassy, but you will need a host when you land here. Where are you gonna stay? Ama mnataka mkuje mkae wapi kwa airport? You need a host, definitely you need a host. So you still need to look for a host. Na niliwapea advice, I gave you the tips to look for a host. Sio AC kila mtu AC cannot host all of you, and that is the truth. So it's good also to diversify and try to look for hosts in other ways. And I'm not saying that I cannot host, only that I cannot host everybody. It's not possible. So for those people who are like, do I need, I think all those questions about the passport are now eliminated. So there are people who have been asking me, do my kids need a passport in order to apply? I'm like, you guys don't even listen to my videos. If you do, you won't have all these questions, because they are repetition, and I have tackled every bit of it. I have tackled every bit of it. And then nataka kuwapea tips before you go in there. Tips, please. This is the same thing. Green card will never change. The rules for the pictures will never change. If they do, I'm gonna tell you they did. So you need passport for everybody. The passport photo, not the passport document. Passport photo. Yeah. You need the passport
Crash reported
photo
ahead on I-35
for every
north
single
in a quarter
person
mile.
per head.
You're still on
That
the
is
fastest
per head.
route.
So if you have 4 kids and your husband and wife, then those are 6 passport photos. The dimensions for the passport, they are on my YouTube channel. I'm gonna go through them again. And please be professional. Be professional. Make sure the passport meets the requirements. Make sure it's clear. Make sure your ears are seen. Make sure your hairline can be seen. Wale wa Korino, you are not out of this either. You can do your thing, but make sure the hairline is showing. And if you can remove it for a picture, it doesn't make it that ume backslide. So if you can remove it to take a picture, that is good. If you cannot, just keep it on, but make sure your ears can be seen and the hairline can be seen so that you are recognizable. These are the small little mistakes that makes you people to be disqualified. Picture, 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 picture. Picture. Pisha. Pisha. Wale wa Nyeri. Pisha ni kitu moja ambayo hufanya udisqualifyiwe. You will be disqualified for as little mistake as a picture because it doesn't show you the right way. It is the first thing that disqualifies you. Second, it's the paperwork. Fill the paperwork, all the questions that are supposed to be answered. I saw someone asking me about, they have said, do not write your city or your county. And then, ananiuliza, do I have to write, what county do I write? I'm like, oh my God. They already said you cannot write a county. If you can read it, please stop exaggerating things. If you can read whatever you are reading, that is what it is. Because if you come to me to ask me, for real, I'll tell you the same thing. Because they said do not write your city. I mean, do not write your county. And I cannot remember well and what. Please just make a note. You cannot write your city, I mean your county, as a city of birth. Okay? So what I know is that whatever you are supposed to key in there, the information you're supposed to key in there, if you are applying for yourself, that is if you are not going to hire anyone to apply for you who knows how to do it. Please write your names and everything as it appears on the birth certificate. On the birth certificate, and also the birth certificate should also match the ID. Kitambulisho, tafadhali. Whatever, if the city of birth in your birth certificate is, for example, my city is Nyeri or Karatina. Nyeri is the county. I'm gonna write exactly how it appears on that birth certificate, because
stay in the second lane.
The birth certificate is what you're gonna use at the embassy, and it's the same thing that you're gonna use to apply for passport for those of you who do not have passport. Number 2 thing, please match the everything.
Use the right lane to take exit 228
and also match
US
birth
56
certificate and
US
also
69.
match the passport. Hizi vitu nitashinda kusema because they are very important. Hakuna mahali utawahi enda. You will never ever travel somewhere with documents that are showing different people. Okay? So it's very, very crucial, and I would want you to understand that it is important.
Take the exit,
it's
then
not
keep
important.
right onto
It's
US
very
56.
important. Okay, ni wapi? Ni hapa. Okay, I'm using this Commute ya kunielezea njia. So it is very important to have your names aligned.
Use the right
all
lane
of them
to keep
aligned.
right onto US
Wale
56.
watu wa jina yangu ilikuwa hii, then ikakuwa hii, niandike gani? Please, you know your names. You know the
Keep
birth
right.
certificate has the right name. Na wale wa birth certificate I match na ID. Please, there is always something you can do. I tell people, guy, go to the chief in your area and try to change
Stay in the
the
second
birth
lane from left.
certificate to the right names that you needed to appear with. Don't
In
waste time,
5.7
because
miles,
you see,
keep right onto Ward Parkway.
sometimes you do not expect to be selected after applying green card, but boom, you are selected. Will you be able to run to the chief, to the area chief, to change everything? You change the birth certificate, you change the ID, you change the passport. That's a lot of cost. Before you go apply for your passport, make sure your names are correct so that you won't have to go back and pay another fee for passport. Please guys, this is not hard. It is not even complicated. The area chief will make your things easier because they are the ones who deal with the birth certificate, because they know which people were born where by who in the area. So salimiaga chief wako because he comes in at some point. If you do not have a birth certificate, please go apply for one if you know you're gonna be applying for DV lottery. Before then, let me tell you something. Please make sure before you go apply for the green card, you are right with the names that you want to use, because once you turn in that form, you won't be able to edit it. Okay, so make sure the names that you turn in, you note them somewhere if you're gonna change or if you're gonna go for your birth certificate, so that you put in the same names. This is important. Please underline. You need to note down the names that you're gonna go apply birth certificate with if you do not have one already. I know there are people who have ID, like I did. I had an ID, but I didn't have a birth certificate, so I had to go apply for one when I had the lottery, when I won the green card. So if I had the wrong names on the ID, or if I by any chance entered the wrong names on the birth certificate, I would have screwed up my everything. So this is very important, my friends. Very, very important. Make sure your names. Names. And if you are Wangari, W-A-N-G-A-R-I, please don't do Wagare. What was Wawitabit? I know how you guys pronounce these names. Wagare. There is no Wagare if your birth certificate reads as Wagare. So make sure there is no E in the place of I. You might think it's a slight mistake, but it means totally different person. Year of birth. Make sure your ID reads the right year of birth. Sometimes they make mistakes and they're gonna screw you up when you are rushing. Please angalia document if you like, very closely, because my cousin told me that she applied for the ID, but then they gave her an ID that has the wrong information. Yet she applied with the right information. It is your responsibility to check if they entered the names correctly, the year of birth correctly, before you go apply for passport. Guy, when the passport comes out, it's a fee of almost 5,000. You do not want to go back there to apply for another passport for you to be able to travel. Okay? Now, you know what? I do not need a passport right now, so I'm not gonna shughulika about it. Please, the first faith you will have ever to travel is to have a travel document. There is no way you'll be trusting God to give you a chance to go to America. You do not even have a passport. Please take that leap of faith and go and apply for a passport, even though you do not need it for green card application. Please, you need it for travel, and you don't know the ways of God. And one day you might wake up and find you're gonna be traveling, and now you will be rushing with time, which gives you or which makes you crazy. That is what I did. I didn't have a passport. I didn't have a birth certificate. I only had a national ID, which can take me as far as Kakamega. So I had to rush with time and with money. That's why my green card delayed. Because I delayed. I came to America 1 week before my visa expires. So you can see how risky that is. And if my visa expired, I do not think they would have extended it, because they only have this window of time to process this year green cards. Unlike in the past few years, because of COVID, there has been a lot of delay, a lot of it. So I would advise a person, please look for the documents, stay with them. They do not bite. It doesn't harm you to keep them. Keep your documents and be ready, because anytime it could be God's time. We do not need you to be rushing the last minute and spending more money than required, trying to push things like I remember my passport, I applied passport after winning green card, and that delayed everything. And also I didn't have money. Once you apply for green card, have faith, try savings, try to save some money, because when that time comes, you're gonna be on marathon. So I don't know if I'll be able to read your comments because I'm driving and I don't wanna die this young. I can see you, Jane. I can see you, Caro. I can see you, Guy Oyundo. Natu what? Natu Manya. I don't know. Esther who? Okay, I cannot be able to read your comments because I'm using my phone, and it is on the dashboard, and I don't want to crash. You do not want me dead. I'm very sure you do not want me dead. Now, what other thing do I want to say? The dates. I'll be back with the dates. Okay, tumesimama kidogo. Watching you live from Ghana. Keep up the spirit. Thank you so much. Hello, SC. That is Vivian. That was Stephen. Esther Stereo. Karo Kimondo. Jane Mukafi. Mwaura Ann. And Michael Kowiswa. Hi Michael, where are you watching from? Iyo jina ni ngumu. So guys, that is all I wanted to share, and please, I think by now you guys at least knows something little about green cards. And guy, before I forget, there are those people who have kept on sending me links of guys lying to them the website is open for application. I cannot even respond to you because I use a lot of time telling you the right website, and then someone still believes in scams. That is very, 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 very sad. Like, I know there are so many people who talk about green cards and they tell you the right websites and the official website. Why would you want to be scammed? And there is nothing like someone securing the first place for you in green card lottery. These are lottery. You do not need to be at the front or at the end. You do not. The only thing you should be the first in applying is because at the end people are rushing with time and the website will be kind of very slow, and you might end up not being able to submit your application. Okay? And once you submit your application, guys, this is a point to note. Print the form for the confirmation page, and once you print it, keep it somewhere. One way of making sure you do not lose it is take a picture of it, send it to your email. Even if you lose your phone, you will still be able to retrieve it through your email. Do not keep it just as a hard copy, because if you lose it, you won't be able to know the confirmation number, and without the confirmation number, you won't be able to know if you won or not. Green card website will never call you to let you know you won. It is your responsibility to go look it up. Okay? So that's why the confirmation page is very important. Once you submit, print it. And those people who says, I do not know how to fill it, I do not have a person who can do it for me, I always refer you to the person who applied green card for me. I didn't know anything about computers. Guys, I was the dumbest, because you know, me, I'm a village girl. Do not be lied, because I'm here in America, that you might think hizi vitu nilijua kitambo. Hapana, nilikuwa kang'ombe fulani. I was a kondoshe. So I didn't know anything about computers. Yes, I did computer packages, those we used to do, but I barely got to understand a thing. So I used someone to help me fill in the application. Today I can do it because, of course, nilikuja majuu, naona. One benefit of kukuja majuu ni kujua kutumia comp vizuri. For me, I was very much behind. So if you do not know anyone who can apply it for you, I have a person, but recently I heard that he moved to Limuru because he moved the office because there was a small space, and because of COVID, and it's an elderly man, he couldn't keep on doing it there ka ofisi ilikuwa tuletwa town to dogo kabisa, so he moved the office to his home, but he can do it online, which is very possible. All you need to do is to send him the documents, and if he takes your money and he doesn't do it for you, come for the money from me, come ask me, because I know this guy is a very credible person, and he's an elderly man, the age of my father, and I trust him so much because he's someone who respects himself. I know he can do it online. Send him the money, you agree, but be assured he will do the work. If he doesn't do it, come ask me. He's called Mr. Kigera, and he doesn't pay me for this. Guys, he doesn't pay me a thing. I do not get anything to advertise his work. I do not actually advertise his work. I say what it is. I do not need him to pay me anything. But he does good job, and he understands because he lived here for 25 years. He lived in America for 25 years. And let me tell you one thing, a very different thing with people who live in America. This is as I come to close of this video. And I'm not gonna, it's not like napigia America debe. I'm not like sugarcoating anything. But for any person who have in America, it is very hard to con people. It is very hard to scam people because the American culture molds you to be someone trustworthy.
In 1 mile, keep right onto
You
Ward
won't
Parkway.
be able to do it because the culture here changes your everything. Like, you will leave your phone somewhere and nobody will steal it. You're gonna find it there, or they're gonna pick it or collect it and take it to the store nearby. And then when you call it, the people will answer and tell you you left your phone somewhere. That is the extent of honesty in American people. So this Mr. Kegera guy, I know he's a very, very honest person, and he will advise you the best way. He will, I don't even know how much he charges, but I also use him if I want any of my relatives to get a document. I use him because I do not have the time to sit down and do it for them. So I ask him and then I pay him. So you can use him for your green card application because he knows the passport qualities and everything, and he will advise you. If you set the wrong photo, he's gonna tell you there is no point of using this because we will be disqualified because the dimensions are not the right ones. So Mr. Kigera is a good person, and he lived here 25 years, whole 25 years. He came here when I don't even think I was born when he landed here in America, especially here in Kansas. So he knows what he is doing, and he's someone you can trust. I trusted him when I knew nothing. He guided me throughout the green card process without me knowing what green card is. That is how important he is, and that is how good he is. So if you need someone, I'll
Continue straight.
I'll give
Then
you
use
his
the
number.
right 2 lanes
And
to
I
keep
think
right
it's okay
onto
now
Ward
to put
Parkway.
his number in the public domain. I'm gonna pin it down here on this video. Under this video, I'll pin it down, and I'll make sure you get it, so that if you need someone, and you do not need to go to him, all you need is to get your passport ready, and there is somewhere on
Use the right 2 lanes to keep right onto
there
Ward
is somewhere you
Parkway.
can go for quality pictures, but if you holler him, he can direct you to the right place for the pictures, for the passports, and that way
In 3/4 of a mile,
get
take
the right
a slight right turn
passports,
onto
and
Brookside
then you
Boulevard.
can send them to him, scan them to him through email. Email is the best way to send passports, because that way they won't lose quality. Do not use WhatsApp. WhatsApp messes the quality. So yeah, and I'm almost now getting to where I was going. So I'm gonna end this video. Let me show you my safari. So guys, be ready for the green cards. Stay ready. Play before you apply. The first thing we want to do for those people who believe in God is to pray and ask God for his miracle. So this is called Ward Parkway. It's like the Kililishwa part. This is Kansas City, downtown. It's very beautiful at night. Not as such during the day because you cannot see the lights and such. But trust me, it's a beautiful city.
Go past this light. Then at the next one, take a slight right turn.
I'm gonna be working not far away from where I am right now.
At the light, use the right lane to take a slight right turn onto Brookside Boulevard. Then take a slight right turn onto Grand Avenue.
So this is Kansas. It is a beautiful city, for sure. And I'm almost getting to my job.
Go past
To my
this
job.
light. Then use the right lane to take a slight right turn
So
onto
I'm
Grand
gonna be
Avenue.
waiting for you guys here next year. We meet, we celebrate, we barbecue, and all that. It's early morning here. I think I am supposed to turn here. So this street is very crazy. Hard to get a parking lot. It's a one-way, so once you enter, you go. And I'm gonna be working here. I'm gonna show you shortly. So I'm gonna look for
The destination is on your left,
which
5001 Grand Avenue.
hard. So I'm gonna be working
Arrive.
here. Sijui kama mnaona hiyo nyumba hata ionekani juu ya jua. Let me look for a parking, guys. See ya, ladies and gentlemen. Tumefika, tupo site. Tunakata simu sasa. Manake tupo site. Okay guys, see you. Have a good day. Bye bye.